Alright, greetings to my fellow peace blunderers. How is everybody doing on this Tuesday night? Tuesday afternoon for some, Tuesday morning even. If you're America, probably, but yeah, depends. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing nice and yeah, tonight is the night. Tonight is the last stream before I leave for Krakow to play in the tournament. It's going to be a big tournament and it's going to be very intense. It's going to be 4 days, but may not deceive you. It's going to be 7 rounds, and that means that it's going to be 2 games every single day, apart from the last day, which only has 1, which is game 7. It's going to be a cracker, and it's going to be a tournament where hopefully I will perform well. I cannot say the same about my performance online though of late in Blitz. In particular, I've lost a bunch of points, but that's to be expected, like I said a number of times, because I've been focusing mainly on improving my slow game, my rapid. Blitz just sort of slipped away massively, but we're going to try and regain some of the form that we've lost starting right now. Alright, so we've got a Belgian 1737. Let's go. I have played a little bit today, not too much, so I'm not totally cold. Maybe just a little bit cool, like I always am, the coolest person in the house. Considering that it's only me who lives in my house, it makes me simultaneously the coolest and the least cool person. I don't know, whatever. Never mind. Stop spewing nonsense. Let's focus on the game. So we've got a funny little King's Gambit declined to start with. And yeah, this is a little funny position. It takes my knight on f3. Still both players possess the bishop here. Yeah, I think this is a decent move, trying to redirect the knight a little bit. c6, meaning they're probably going to play d5, try to support the breakthrough with d5. That's okay. I want to just preemptively put the king on b1, always play king b1. And now we have arrived at a very sticky situation. Let's see. So we've got oh, hi there, my friend. Welcome back. How are you doing? We just started the stream. People will be, of course, coming up to say hi and stuff. How has your day been? Let me just push this really nicely on the king side. Try to push in response, which is fine, I suppose. Which is fine. Yeah, so I've got to watch some of the dark square threats, but my knight is quite decent at covering them. So, for example, the bishop can't really get into d4 and start controlling some squares because my knight is there. So it feels like I should be fine. There is no big threat as it stands. Probably the queen needs to like leave or something, and this needs to happen, or this needs to happen. So there are a couple of moves we've prevented. Are you accepting viewer challenges by any chance? Of course, I always do. Like, I always play people. Absolutely. Never refuse a match unless I need to leave or something. So yeah, after this one I'll be happy to play you, my friend. So let me see, d5. I think we can just take it all. Yeah, closes it down, but I can break through with h5 as well. So one way or another, it feels like we will be able to get some action going. Let's get rid of my light squared bishop. Do we allow it? I can take here, but it's a little bit greedy. I think I just want to take. And let me see. So there is this idea of checking there. Bishop there. There is this block with f6. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much time on this knight, but I'm afraid I'll have to, no? Let's see. So there. Should I take here first? That's a good question. Let's probably check first, shall we? I've got to be careful. I really like to put my rook on g1, but I can't do it because of the bloody bishop. So let's take this. I guess we'll have to take the knight. So rook takes. It's interesting. I expect the bishop to take because without the rook, this square isn't that well controlled anymore. So if with the rook on f8, or probably like rook a to d8 would have happened, but not anymore. At the same time, the benefit of this rook move is they can double up, but I don't see how it benefits them in this particular position. I've got 90 seconds. Crap. Okay, move quick then. Move quick. Yeah, this one I sort of missed. Yeah, 40 seconds down isn't great. I wasn't looking at the time at all. Bloody hell. Gotta watch it. I want to move the okay, so a bishop exchange. Fine. I can handle this. You can't handle the truth. I can't. There's some rook exchange. Bloody hell, I'm terribly down on time. Terribly down on time. 5 seconds. I don't think I can win this now, unfortunately. We could try. Yeah, rook take. Oh, queen take. That's bizarre. Ooh, snap. Snap. But it doesn't matter. We got beat by time. We were winning until we weren't. That's fine. So, Ridzi, would you like to challenge me? Shiro, why are you confused? Also, hi. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you want to challenge me. Oh no. Oh yes. I mean, with regards to me losing, then yes. Oh no. I don't like losing. But this is the first game of the stream. This is fine, especially if you time out. So should I wait for you? I don't think... let me know your name in chess.com. I'll challenge you. Nice game nonetheless. It was nice, I suppose. Like, I just spent a lot of time. Like here, it's like +5 and I'm winning, but I just spend a lot of time. My ID is basically your YouTube nickname as well. Very creative. Jokes. Let me just find you. Is there another Tourney? Not tonight, sure. Not tonight. Not tonight. If the title of the stream confuses you, it's because I am leaving tomorrow to play in a big tournament in another city. And I will be away for a couple of days. I wanted to ask you, by the way, Rizzy, I saw your comment from a while ago about you asking if I was the great tuna fish guy. And I was a bit confused as to... I didn't understand. Is there some kind of reference? I'm usually good at reading references, but I couldn't pinpoint what that one was all about. Let's play like 5 minutes. Wish you luck. Thank you very much, Shiro. Thank you very much. Is there anything I can wish you luck for in the near future? Do you have maybe something big coming up? I just challenge you, Rede. I don't see you accepting it. Maybe you haven't seen it. Let me just redo it again. Sometimes it only works on the second time. Arriving at 1000 elo. Well, I wish you best of luck with that. I wish you best of luck with that. 1930. Bloody hell, I need to up my game. I don't want to lose. I also need to remember that this is a 5-minute game. And I don't need to play as quick. I still need to play relatively quick. So, what you been up to, Shiro, lately? So, you stopped playing chess for a while to maybe concentrate on something else. So this pawn takes, okay. What were you doing? Were you like focusing on your studies or something? Something. So it defends that pawn, which isn't really defending that pawn. Right, that's interesting. Can I get away with taking on e5? Plays this. Okay. I had to study. I was pretty down on votes. Votes? Well, what's our votes? What are these supposed to be? Let's see. Does it make sense to play knight c6? Just take. Man, this is a bit risky though. This is a bit risky. Rizzy probably misplayed it. But the following move is a bit risque. That's probably why it really takes a bit of extra time. Like this, and then rook comes in. And then I'm not so sure whether I should do it anymore. Rook comes in. Takes the castle. As much as this move seems appealing, just if d4, rook d1, and then d4 looks kind of silly. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Material is equal. There is a bit of an interesting situation going on the queen side. Yeah, let's play a5. Let's try to break the structure down a little bit. b5 sounds strong by the opponent. b5 is okay. Like my knight can go to like e5, and yeah, I can go bishop f6. I need to watch out for my king. Rizzy's got a very strong queen side, that's for sure, like 4-2 advantage on the queen side, basically. Gonna try and use that. In the meantime, what I will try to use is the fact that I've got a nice little center. And yeah, there's gonna be a battle of the center and the flying, basically. I don't want to get myself in trouble though. I don't want to get myself in trouble. I'm trying to find a decent move. I want to get my queen away, but where does my queen want to go? Like queen c7, for example. This isn't scary, because I can take. It does pin my knight though, somewhat. So like this, for example, is a bit better. Good question. I'm just gonna play queen e7. It's a bit more safe, but a bit more passive. Probably move my rook in here if I so wish. I need to play a bit faster though. I need to play a little bit faster. Right now I am chilling. You're playing solitaire? Really? You're an avid solitaire player. Solitaire is a funny one, isn't it? Solitaire is a funny one. Because, you know, it's just like your standard Microsoft Office game. Still a good game. Still a good game. The queen could possibly penetrate somewhere there. Well, not there anymore, but like there. But it does hang the knight for now. I think you could do that. I could play bishop d7. I could play bishop d7. I don't know. He hangs a knight. Well, I couldn't take the knight because, you know, takes, right? So I needed to defend everything there. So It doesn't hang the knight necessarily. If he didn't move the knight now, then yeah, it would hang the knight. But yeah, had to deal with that first. Let me just see. Like, can I use some of my good pieces to help me out here? Try and get this knight working. Let's try and get this knight working a little bit. The thing is, of course I'm attacking that bishop, and by extension I'm attacking that pawn. The survival of this pawn depends on the survival of the bishop. So the bishop issue has to be, you know, dealt with in one way or another. And you either defend it or you move it away. My hunch is that bishop g3 is going to happen. Yeah, bishop g3. Bishop d3, I think I need to take. Because at least bishop d3 fixes the pawn structure. If the pawn remains on the c2 square, the pawn structure is a bit crap. Doesn't take the pawn right away, prefers to develop the knight, which is, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. So, I hope that this bishop is okay on c6. Yeah. And now it's not that great anymore. That's what I was kind of scared of. Never mind. Let's just make some look. It's a bit of a waiting move to see what my opponent does. A bishop passive, sure, but don't forget I have an extra pawn. On top of that, the bishop protects the very, very vital d7. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to take. White's pawn are so strong. They are okay. They are okay. Funny. Play here. I have no intention of playing e5 because it's very difficult to do. I want to ask some questions of this queen, I suppose. I want to bring my queen back as well. For the moment, takes. This is fine. The queen is going to protect this. I'm going to put a bit more pressure in that pawn. I can even like double up against it, sure. Remember that we were a pawn up. In this position, white is winning, I guess. No. This position looks okay for both sides. Let me put the pressure back on this pawn. The problem is the time, of course. The problem is the time, unfortunately. I want to put my queen there if I'm allowed. So like when this pawn gets going, I want to put the queen behind that pawn so it's not easy. So like the rook goes there and the queen can go there as well. But this pawn doesn't look very defensible. So like even if queen check, this is fine. I've got too much against the pawn. The problem is I've got just 12 seconds left. So let's see. 9 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't look very good for us. Doesn't look like we're gonna win. It's gonna be very difficult. Probably queen e8. Trying to threaten some mating things. Yes, that's okay. Got rook defending, and just in case, it's not very easy to get to. Not very easy to get to, is it? 2 seconds now. Yeah, I'm just gonna get flagged. It looks like attacking that rook, but it doesn't matter. Rook probably wants to block. Man, rook blocking actually not a bad move. Yeah, just down on time. Yeah, well, that's the story of my life. I have mate in 6 according to the engine. I mean, I'm winning, but yeah, it doesn't matter. GG. pretty much, yeah, sums up my gameplay. Pretty much sums up my gameplay. You managed to defend. I think I was mostly okay. I think I was mostly okay. Yeah, like this position, this is where I think this was around the time where you said like white is winning, I guess. Like this, for example, is completely equal. The engine says it's all zeros, and like I said, it should be equal. Yeah, this is also okay. Like all of this is okay. Like I've been okay throughout the game, basically. And you know, in the end, I was winning, but it doesn't matter. So I'm not gonna take too much pride in that. I just didn't have enough time. So yeah, Rizzy probably left the stream to not hear me comment the game, but yeah, good game. Oh, hi there, Stuffed G Led. I'm sorry, I'm not recognizing a nickname. So, so welcome to the stream, my friend. Where do you come from? And how did you find me? Were you watching some of my shorts? The tournament is a serious tournament. It's a serious tournament. It's going to be FIDE rated, classical tournament, 7 rounds, very intense because it's going to be a very short space of time. From hacking chess in 60 or less. All right, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Do watch some of my long videos as well. They're even better, I swear. But yeah, it's gonna be 4 days and it's gonna be 7 rounds. 7. That means it's gonna be 2 classical games, 90 minutes plus 30 seconds increment. 2 games every day, apart from the last day. It's gonna be very intense. You know, this is where you're gonna show your stamina. And I'm not the youngest fella out there. I'm not the youngest fella out there. It looks like stamina does fade away with age. So probably kids are gonna be better off. But we'll see. Still haven't found a game for myself. How about we search it again? There you go. There you go. So, what country do you come from, my friend? And what's your experience with chess is? Could you please let me know? Tell us more about yourself. So they took with a B pawn, which is fine. It just, I guess we're gonna have to feed Ketu the bishop to play against this semi-open file, which is gonna delay me castling, because I'm going to castle just now. But it doesn't look like it's gonna be a big deal. Hopefully not. The knight goes in there. How about I challenge it? I think f4 is a move that you might expect. No, rook. Okay. Yeah, so now we're playing against this double isolated pawn structure, which is a weakness. If I play queen d5, a lot of exchanges are about to happen. Because bishop b4 basically forces me to trade queens and then also trade bishops and stuff. But what else do I have? What else do we have? Good question. How about... let's start with bishop c5, shall we? I don't think I can stop the exchanging of the bishops. Like, if bishop b4 does happen, then, you know, we're gonna... oh. Well, look at that. Okay. That's unexpected. I was expecting my opponent to be a little bit more reserved. I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm not unused to being wrong. Let me just activate my queen a little bit. No, why'd you have to do that? But to be fair, it's a logical move. From Singapore, places I was 10 15, knowing how to play seriously. And how old are you now? Also, Singapore. We've got a lot of people watching from Singapore, to be honest. Also, one of our main moderators is also from Singapore. So there you go. My queen doesn't have a buttload of squares. I'm actually considering playing Queen H5, bizarrely, because I don't want to retreat my queen, and I can pay in a broken pawn structure to diffuse the position a little bit around my king side. Doesn't that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna do it instead. That's a bit weird. I've got to be totally honest. I was not anticipating that. This bishop is a mild annoyance, sure, but this is like the worst pawn structure in the world. Okay, it could have been worse. It could have been a little bit worse. Nonetheless, we need to be a bit careful. For example, a move like Rook d5 really puts me in a lot of trouble. I don't see how this bishop is harmful to me, at least not yet. You play h5. I need to, of course, watch out for like rooks coming in, and you know, if rook thus comes in, it's gonna be mate most likely. But we need to protect ourselves against this. This is what we need to do. 17 now. I still make silly blunders, mate. Everyone makes blunders. That's okay. Now I believe I can play this because interesting. Okay. Move it forward. I so wish blunders were age dependent. I wish. Okay, why not bring the bishop back, sure? The bishop kind of overstayed its welcome. 20 seconds, again, so slow, so old and so slow. Are you planning to like play chess seriously, like as in competitively, or at the moment you're just playing it for fun? Oh dear. Okay. I want to protect against like sacrifices. It's easy to do. 3 seconds left. Bloody hell, yeah. It's just lost on time again. Just lost on time again. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I'm just not quick enough. Too slow. Too slow. I suggest you play 10-minute games. That's the thing, Shiro. I have played a lot of 10-minute games lately. Is it gaining popularity? Nice. I mean, every time chess gets a bit more popular, and if I get to contribute to that even a little bit, that's even better, right? So Shiro, to answer your question, like I have been quite decent and rapid at 10-minute, right? You see 2162. I have achieved a certain like height with regards to rapid. I wanted to boost my blitz up a little bit, so I switched. Like I said, it's very expected to have a dip on blitz after focusing on rapid so much. I know I used to be 2000, so I lost 300 racing points. It doesn't discourage me or anything. It's just it's like got to adapt. So 17, that must be you must be graduating from school very soon. Is that correct? Are you planning to go to college, university, etc.? Also, I don't know why I keep searching for 5-minute unrated games. I want to look free. There you go. Okay, 1684. Are we going to go to 1600 territory if we lose this one? I hope I get promoted. What? What do you mean you get promoted? You don't work. As far as my knowledge goes, you don't. Military service first, then college. All right, yeah. So yeah, Singapore makes sense. I wanted to. I was asking my other Singaporean friend about it, but I forgot. I forgot what they said. does college? Well, I guess the answer is no, since you said it, since you put it this way. But shouldn't college be like absolving you of conscription, at least temporarily? So in some countries where conscription is, a must, in some countries, entering a university is actually, a way to delay it, to delay the thing. That's not very nice, though. Bang! Sorry if that was too loud. Yeah, look at this. It's a little funny one, isn't it? It's a little funny one. I was not expecting to do that, but there you go. I was not expecting to deliver that, mate. I'll be totally honest. Smolded mate. It wasn't a smolded mate. Technically, it wasn't, because King still had space. It's just that the space that the king had wasn't good enough. It was still occupied. So we have basically transposed into a French exchange, which is fine. I don't play the exchange French when I play against the French. For better or worse. Let's castle. French exchanges are known to be relatively boring. Don't want my knights. So like, this move is inevitable. It all depends on what I want with my pawn structure and when I want my bishop. Right, good question. I guess I'm still gonna take this. This way. H3, just bishop. What? Oh, the fishing pole trap. What? But it doesn't work. Don't take. Well, this is the setup for the fishing pole trap, but does it work here? I'm confused. Take one. Like, the queen can't immediately enter them. Of course, knight. Okay, I need to calculate this. My god. Fishing pole trap. Takes pawn. There. I don't know. I'm losing a bit. Let's say, sure, if the fishing pole trap works, then it works. You know, I'm not gonna be busting my guts over it. And yeah, let's play here. Take. And then here. And then here. Not there. Thanks. Thanks. All of that jazz. And here. And that's the fishing pole trap gone. I have 30 seconds left, but you know, for what it's worth, we have stopped the fishing pole trap. For what it's worth, we have stopped it. Probably not worth too much. Aha, wants to go there. Right, that's a little bit annoying. From here, 17 seconds, checks. I don't want to block with a rook, but we may have to. Take. Concentrate. Takes. Yeah, we're gonna lose on time. Again! We're gonna lose on time again. Aren't we? Even if I manage to exchange some pieces, it doesn't look like 5 seconds against 2 minutes. It just ain't good enough. I'm gonna exchange a couple of pieces. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna cry. It's going to be another loss on time. Even if I pre-move everything, it's not going to be very easy, is it? It's going to be there. And there. Just push the king up for no reason. A check, sure. Probably get another check. Yeah. This is a bit too much, isn't it? 2 years delay for pre-uni, but after military service I plan to attend uni. Right, yeah, well, yeah. Military service is a bit of a strange one. Some people do have conscription. Some countries do have conscription. Some countries don't. I have a very, very bad... Like, I have a very strong opinion on conscription. Because I was born in a country where conscription is also mandatory. But the way conscription works in my country is completely different to Singapore. I'm guessing that, you know, Singapore military service, even though conscription based, still offers quite a lot. 2 years of our teenage years, quite sad. It is quite sad. It does, again, depending on what you do, it does feel like just completely years scratched off your life. But it depends. It massively depends. I don't know why my opponent isn't moving. I guess my opponent just wants to, I don't know, do something. Wants me to lose on time, but waits till he's down to, what, 10 seconds to then start moving? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Waited for, like, I don't know why. Like, why? Unless there was some sort of emergency. This is a bit sus. Like, why would you do that? Why would you wait till like 10 seconds to start playing again? It's a bit of an unnecessary time wasting. I don't find it very respectful, but what can you do? Hi Chessie, in Israel it is 3 years. Yeah, but Israel Israel is always a difficult country. Israel is always, in almost any context, be it religious, political, economic, in almost any context, sociological, Israel is a very difficult country to talk about. A lot of nuance, a lot of stuff going around it, a lot of stuff. And when you talk about military service, well, in Israel's case, you can explain it quite clearly because of, you know, Palestine conflict. So it kind of forces, and generally very unstable region. We've got Syria, Jordan, bloody Iraq, and all sorts of stuff. Like, it explains conscription quite well, doesn't it? And you know, a lot of Israeli celebrities, they have been in the military, because, you know, that's just what you do. So yeah, but like, Israel, I choose to believe that Israel military is very strong. Like, Israel's military has a very good reputation. So 3 years, yes, taxing, very taxing, a lot of time. But the situation kind of demands it, for one. And for two, I would like to believe that you're getting a lot out of these 3 years at least. Maybe good payment, I'm not sure. A good school of life, question mark. Like, lots of skills as well. Hi Mindbuilder99, welcome to the stream. Not a nickname that I am recognizing, to be honest, so perhaps you are new to the stream. In that case, please let me know where you come from. No? Then I guess I'm... Yeah, okay, new. Right, yeah. We can get our driver's license in our military service. Germany, alright, hallo dann. Wie geht's? Aus welchem Bundesland kommst du? We can get our driver's license in our military service. Well, they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think it's a very good positive. Sachsen, alright. Na ja, klar. Sehr gut. Aus welcher Stadt? Du lernst Deutsch. Ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch. Also ich habe Deutsch studiert in der Uni. Also das war schon... naja. Seit also 4 Jahren hab ich nicht Deutsch viel gesprochen oder studiert. Aber ja, mein Deutsch ist... Heutzutage ist mein Deutsch nicht sehr gut. Yeah. Sorry for that. Shoot, how many languages do you know? I know a couple. So you're from Chemnitz. Nice, nice. Yeah, I know of Chemnitz. I have never been there, but I do hope it's a nice place. I really hope it's a nice place. I do know a couple of languages. So I'm a native Russian speaker. I'm a native Belarusian speaker because I'm from Belarus and we're bilingual. Although Russian and Belarusian are kind of similar, not too similar though. Not to the extent that you would think of them as almost the same language. No. So Russian, Belarusian. I am decent, English. As you can tell, I can speak German okayishly. I have some grasp of Polish, because I've been living in Poland for about a year, and Polish is also very similar to Belarusian, not Russian. Polish and Russian are very different. A bit similar, but very different. Much closer to my Belarusian. So, Polish is easier to learn, easier to catch on the ear. Of course, harder to speak. As with every language, it's easier to comprehend and read than to speak. So Polish and a bit of Spanish. And generally, like, just being able to read and understand out of context some words from other European languages, because your accent is quite obvious. Yeah, well, what can you do? What can you do? My English accent is very deceiving because people come here and they think I'm from Great Britain because I've got a British accent. But when it comes to German, yeah, you can clearly tell that I'm just not a native. Where did you grow up? Such a diverse background. I was born and I've been living for most of my life in Belarus. In Belarus. That's why, Russian and Belarusian as my mother tongues, both of them. But currently I am living in Poland. Thank you for asking, by the way. In the army, if you're in computer science in the army, you gain a loss for the most part. You can start working after that without a degree. It's a waste of time. Well, it's a... I don't know that. I did not know that, but these days a lot of people are into computer science, and if Army can help you with that, then I think it's a very good thing. So yeah. Yeah. There you go. But yeah, so Mind Builder, just what is your experience with chess in general? How would you describe it? Have you played chess for a long time or not so much? See, bishop before. I forget what to do against this. I guess they're gonna take, and they're gonna try and play against my hanging pawns or something. Like, yeah, I'll say here. So, takes with pawn, I assume. Or takes with knight? Takes with knight. Okay, it's also fine. And that is also fine, I guess. They're gonna just play against my backward c pawn, and they're just gonna play my against my hanging pawn structure, and it's gonna be relatively annoying. But what can you do? In exchange for that, I've got a bit more space. How about that? How about that? Play bishop d3. I was hesitating whether to play bishop c4 or bishop d3. I think they are equal in their sort of quality and value there. I think they're both fine. Just depends on what you want to do. Bishop c5. How do you prepare for a chess tournament, especially classical? That's a very good question. Well, usually I don't do too much preparation, like before the tournament. I do a lot of preparation before the actual match, when I know against whom I am playing, if that makes sense. So, like for example, now leading up to the tournament is starting literally the day after tomorrow. I'm doing next to like nothing. I'm doing next to nothing, really. But as soon as I know my opponent for like the first round, and when it comes to the first round, I will learn about it very, very, very shortly before the round starts. So not a great deal of it I can do about that. But I will always have, yeah, that's a very attacking thingy. Especially with the rook down there. Not so lots of preparation can be done, but I will have my laptop with me. And I will be able to see what my opponent plays. If they have any games of them in a database, I'll be able to look it up, and I'll be able to, you know, find something they're playing. But, you know, now I just play games. And honestly, it's, you know, it depends on what works for you, to be honest. It massively depends. I would be very careful in, like, giving advice for tournament preparation and stuff. I've got a lot of weak light squares, but I find this to be okay because my bishop can always like do this. If I didn't have a light squared bishop, then it would be problematic, but it should be okay. I would never want to, of course, take the knight here and get rid of my bishop and allow the bishop of my opponents to go to d5. Of course, I would never do that. So let's put the bishop on g2. Some sort of pseudo fianchettoing. Well, not pseudo fianchettoing. This is actual fianchettoing, but much delayed. much delayed. Does it make too much sense to play rook e4? But it's a bit loose. Let's play this just for fun. Shits and giggles. Alright then, so now my queen is pinned. My queen is pinned, but it's okay. I can just move my queen away. Where to? Oh, it's a good question. I've got 19 seconds! Crap. Again. Somebody, like, I literally need to employ somebody in the chat to keep reminding me that I am awfully down on time. Otherwise, I just keep losing game. So if rook d8, for example, the knight will be pinned. Okay, so never mind that. Never mind all that. How about we move the rook here? Just lots of stuff getting exposed. This is okay. I'm just thinking, yes, move back maybe. This is fine. This is fine because the main idea was to uncover the bishop. Rook, queen b3, yeah, queen b3 perhaps. Now we're just gonna lose on time. Yeah, we're gonna lose on time. That's not nice. On the board, we're probably okay. I would not say who's better, but on the board, we're probably okay. But we've got like 2 seconds left, so probably gonna have a lot of exchanges. Probably gonna take place. Yeah, all right. Yep. I mean, Hamlet's is a funny one. I think, Mind Builder, if you're still here, by the way, Hamlet's, isn't there like a very good university in Hamlet? I'm just trying to think. Like, Hamlet's rings a bell for some university, specifically Pray with Increment. I never play with Increment. I just hate playing with Increment. I know, like, you don't have to explain to me that if I play with Increment instead, that I will not get flagged as easily and I will win more games. However, this is my principal position. I will never play with increment on a regular basis. Sometimes, if someone challenges me to it, then fine. But I just hate playing with increment. I just always play, like this, without it. I think that's the proper way to play chess. And, yeah. I know it's impractical, from my point of view, to be doing that. I'm perfectly aware of that. I know it's impractical considering how many games I'm losing. But I would just I just hate playing with it. Yeah. I'm just a stubborn old man. I'm just a stubborn old man. That said, this game we're doing quite well. This game we're doing quite well because our opponent made a very early mistake of allowing knight d6 check. This should be fine for us because the bishop attacks this and it protects this knight still. Mozilla, hi! Welcome to the stream. 3 viewers, crying face. Why the crying face? Let's see, so which knight do I want to take with? Let's take with this one. I could have... Never mind, this guy is wholesome. Fork. Mozilla, what, I'm a bit confused. What are you talking about, my friend? You're talking about me? Me wholesome? That's the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life, calling me wholesome. However, fork, question mark, I've got like lots of threats over here. I've got like loads of threats. Probably, yeah, takes. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. I can lose an exchange. I'm down material, but like this is no good. This is just no good. I just need to think about the proper plan of action. Let's play this first. Like, I know that I'm down material, but technically I'm down 3 points. But factually speaking, I'm down at exchange, which means that the number of the pieces is the same. It's just that the quality of the pieces is a bit different. And it just offers the exchange back, which I'm not sure that I want to take, honestly. And I think it's a very clever move by my opponent, just saying screw it and developing the pieces instead. I would rather my opponent panicked about his rook. However, let's take this pawn. Yeah, you go there. And now it looks like we're gonna have to take the rook. And we are getting the material back with this. We took a pawn, we got the exchange back. So as you can see, like I said, it's going to be fine ultimately. But we've got the bishop pair, and we are slightly more developed. I'm more a fan of my bishop pair. This move I'm not sure about. Let's pin that knight, shall we? Let's pin that knight. Huh. Okay, fine, let's take. So we got a pawn for our suffering. Unpins the knight, which is fine. Let's pressure this. The bishop pair! The bishop pair for the win. The only problem I have in this position, arguably, is my back rank issues. If knight takes, then I can just take here. And then it's gonna be like... Or is there any better way? I can just check, right? No, I can't check, idiot. It's knight take. Yeah, this looks like the most optimal way to go. It takes. Man, he attacked the correct bishop. Yeah, like I said, annoyingly, the back rank issues. Like, I could easily just retreat it and be totally cool with myself. But the back rank issues, man, I can't even like retreat and block. I can with this bishop, but it's terrible. It's a very good choice by my opponent. Because if he attacked that bishop, I could play bishop c4. It doesn't look like I can like influence anything at all. You know, let's just play this. I told you like 2 minutes ago. Couldn't you have played f3 to prevent? It's a good question, Daniel. Also, welcome to the stream. Ran out of time. Well, that's the story of the stream so far. Just losing all games on time. Literally, I kid you not. I kid you not. I think I lost all of the games the stream on timeout, through timeout, by timeout. My English is crap. To prevent knight takes c4. I mean, yeah, it's a very preventable move. It looks it's very preventable. Like I didn't need to be that greedy. Yeah, that's a very good point. Very good point. Just got a bit greedy. I just thought that, you know, rook takes, knight takes, it's fine. And it is fine. It is really fine. This is the only move that wins, and this is what happened on the board. I just forgot. I looked at rook e8, and I forgot to look at rook d8. Rook e8 doesn't work. Rook e8 doesn't work, I'm winning, I just go here. And I can block with the bishop. But yeah, Daniel, welcome to the stream. Where do you come from, my friend? What country? We've got wow, that's an Israeli through and through. We've got Israeli flag on the profile picture. We've got Israeli flag on the profile itself. Nice. Serbia, Tanya Stefanovic from Serbia, from Belgrade maybe? Novi Sad, where from? Also welcome. Hi. I'm from the US. Where from exactly? Also, good afternoon. I mean, right here it's 8 p.m., but depending on where you're from, in the US could be like afternoon. Maryland, so Baltimore. Nice, nice, good stuff. Baltimore isn't the capital of Maryland, though. Wait, I'm confused. Okay, just give me a moment to think. I don't want to lose on time. Maryland. What's the capital of Maryland? Don't tell me. I'll figure it out. Is it Annapolis? Is it Annapolis? Am I correct? Hope so. All right. Never mind. Sorry, I was just thinking about something. Yeah, I was correct. Nice, good stuff. Still got it. The old man still got it. Okay. Annapolis. Good. I haven't embarrassed myself. But I would imagine Baltimore is the biggest city, isn't it? I'm not saying you are from Baltimore, but you know, if you're from Maryland, chances are you are from Baltimore. Okay, so bishop goes there. I mean, preventing a fork surely, but okay, let's just play with the bishop pair. Always nice. I'm not from Baltimore. Okay, fair enough. Then I bottled it. Takes with pawn. I guess, yeah, I guess it's the more appropriate recap, to be honest. Our queen will have to retreat after something like this. Can we prevent it with bishop? Does it make sense to prevent it with bishop? Or no? No. Now let's just play rook a to c8, and then if this, we can even take. This is such a drawn position. It's a terribly drawn position. How about rook c4? If you don't want to move, then maybe I'll move instead. Nice. Well, maybe a clever thing to do. Do this. We got rid of the rook. We're trying to infiltrate. We've got a massive grasp on the C file. The C1 square in particular. Massive grasp. Do you already have a FIDE rating? I do. I do. My FIDE rating like is not very high because it like I come from tough countries and I haven't played enough matches really. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess I can just exchange queens and I play knight against bishop with a good bishop. That suits me. This position is probably still a draw. Like, it's very difficult to come up with any good ideas here. But the most important thing is to not blunder anything stupid with the knight. That's really the most important thing. Kick the knight away from the annoying c5 square, sure. And yeah, let's just try and push forward a little bit. Trying to push forward a little bit, get the knight away, put the pawns on the right squares. How long is your stream gonna go on for? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Tanya. Why did you ask? Would you like to play me? Okay. This is gonna push the pawn forwards. I'm gonna have to take it. So a lot of pawns. I have a lot of pawns for a piece. Whether that's good enough or not, I don't know. Probably gonna lose on time, as per usual. Yeah, just checking me at this point. Wow! Bloody hell! Never allow this! Why? Why would you repeat? I mean, I'm happy because I got away with one, but bloody hell. With 3 seconds to go, why would you repeat? I don't think it was intentional, but you know. My FIDE rating is like around 1500. I'd like to believe it's not my actual FIDE rating because I'm still calibrating, right? I'd like to believe I'm like stronger than that. I don't know if I am though. We'll see. We'll see. That's why we'll hopefully be able to get some points from the tourney that's coming up. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Like if you play chess in a post-USSR world, or even if we extrapolate that in the post-communist world, it's tough out there. I don't wanna diss any countries, nor do I want to like disrespect anyone's efforts. But for example, I want to think of a country. For example, Australia, like in 1800, for example, in Australia, or if we take another part of the world, if we let's say Finland. In 1800 in Finland, and 1800 in Australia, FIDE, it can be such a piece of piss, honestly. Not disrespectfully. I mean, a 1200 kit from Poland could kick their ass. Could. Not saying they're gonna, but they could. It's just so country dependent. Depends on when you play. Like, yeah. So it could be tough. Could be tough. That's all I'm saying. Could be tough. All right. We got away with one massively last game. Jesus Christ. 3 seconds on the clock and a repetition. There you go. That was a bit of a oof. That was a bit of an oof. But yeah, to answer your question again, Tanya, stream may go for like maybe another hour-ish. You know, about that. About that. So we're playing up a pawn, and it's a very healthy pawn. Wants to block it. It's a good idea, I guess. I want to play this. If they take, I think that's very, very, very childish. Very childish. Do you have someone to train chess with? You mean like a sparring partner? No, but that's okay. Like, Um, I'm a very asocial person. Like, I don't go to chess clubs. I know it's probably for the worse. I know it's probably for the worse because you are bound to learn better if you do it with someone, and I'm perfectly aware of that. But I'm such an asocial person. Like, I'm very shy, and it just doing something with somebody doesn't work for me. To be totally honest, it's difficult. It's very difficult for me. Yeah, like all I know about chess, I've learned myself. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I never had like a coach. I never had a sparring partner. Never was part of the club. Just because it's kind of not my thing. Just because it's kind of not my thing. That said, we are up a piece, which I'm quite happy about. Quite happy about. Wait, was that rook hanging? Probably it might have been. It might have been. It might have been. Probably I missed something. It is very possible. Not gonna lie. I have not been playing well tonight, nor was I playing fast. Even now, like, I'm kind of winning. Kind of, but I'm still a bloody minute down. Like, could you believe that? Yeah, I think you could have won an exchange. Well, you had mate. Had mates as well. Yeah, this is mate, I think. Yeah, this is... Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, sorry for the crap quality of chess tonight. You still have mates. I don't. I do. Right? Yeah, I do. Yeah. True that. True that. Sorry for the crap quality of chess, guys, tonight. Let's see. What excuse do I have? Let me open my book. Let's see. Excuse 692. I haven't slept too well tonight. Which is true. Which is true. Which is true. But yeah. So Daniel, do you work? Do you study? What's your experience with chess? Could you please tell us more about yourself as well? Text with pawn. That's interesting. Usually take with a knight. All right. Usually take with a knight. Like a move like c4, for example, can prevent me from castling. It's not bad. Like, for example, see, yeah, the knight has to go back, and now you can take my queen. I can take back with the bishop now. Before I move the bishop to e7, if we go back. Like, in this position, c4 can prevent me from castling, because the bishop is not on e7 to recapture there, but in this position it's usually fine, even if you don't castle, because, you know, with the queens off the board, this position is supposed to be quite calm. Do you accept requests? I accept all requests. Let me see. Ah, bloody hell, I misclicked. I Deadly Zone wants to be friends. Is that you, Tanya? I accept everyone, and if you guys want to play me, if you want to humiliate me on stream, you know, feel free to do that. Feel free to do that, my beautiful people. I'm always down to play anyone, literally. You know, I've played people this stream, as well. Like viewers. Yeah, every time. Always finding a fun and engaging experience. This position is supposed to be, I think, you know, about equal, I suppose. This is a kind of position where, you know, maybe white is slightly better. You know, we both have symmetrical pawn chains. Both still have the bishop pair. Our kings are safe. Hi, Lucky. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Like, if you switch on the engine now, it probably is going to show you like somewhere around maybe plus 0.2, plus 0.3. Good. That's good to know. I just play chess casually. I've known chess for pretty much my entire life. Stopped playing at times. Right? Yeah. And you know, how old are you? How old are you? Doubling up, which is fine. 19. That's a very respectable age, young man, young sir. Are you entering college? Have you entered college already? Mate, colleges in the US, such a pain in the ass, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, what do you study? Computer science or something? As most of the people out there are these days. Let's see, what are we gonna do? What do we want to do? This knight obviously wants to go like here and here, which we don't like. Should I just... I can't play c6. It's gonna... like, d6 is gonna be terrible. I study math. Is that like applied math? What sort of math? Jesus. Let's just push it back. Yeah, it goes there. Predictably so. Can you play blindfold? I can. I can. Not on stream though. Like I've got to focus. Like if I play blindfold, it's gonna be like an extremely unengaging experience. I can, not very well, but I have tried it before. So yeah, rather yes than no. Rather yes than no. I've tried it, you know, quite a few times against like some people that I know, and I haven't actually been doing terribly. Yeah, so this position is just, it looks like 50 Shades of Drawn, but we can always screw it up. We can always screw it up now, can we? Take. I don't know. It's just that under time pressure, sometimes you can make, like, endgames require a lot of precision. They really do. And sometimes under time pressure you can just make the wrong move. This is still fine. Okay. We're a pawn up. This is a draw, however. I'm just not gonna bother with this. Okay, this is winning. This is winning, but we don't have time for it, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to mate so quickly, especially with him like pre-moving and stuff. I don't think I can even flag, so it's gonna be like a draw. Yeah. I'm studying theoretical math. Where do you start in learning blindfold chess? I don't think you can learn it. I don't think you can learn it. You just want to play it. I know it's a stupid answer. I know it doesn't help. But honestly, when it comes to blindfold chess, I think you should practice it, and that's it. Only through practice. Like how can you? It's not something that you can prepare for, like without actually doing it, without practicing it. There is not like how can you learn it without doing it? So just do it. Do it and be better and better every time you do it. Studying theoretical math. Yeah, at school I was decent at math. I forgot everything, obviously. And I was doing quite well. Actually, I think this channel is still out there, and I'd like to believe it's still very popular. But when I was at school, there was this amazing YouTube channel, math related, called Numberphile. They do a lot of very interesting stuff about numbers, and the annoying thing about this channel, from my personal point of view, is that at school, when I was doing math, I was able to understand most of what they talk about. Once I graduated, I went to university, which has nothing to do with math, and I graduated, and I'm an adult. I can barely I can barely relate to stuff and the formulas they put in there anymore, and it's very sad. The skill is there, the knowledge isn't. The knowledge just isn't anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, I watched Number File too. Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they? I think they're great. If they are still up and running, because you know I watched them when I was at school. It was like bloody 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. If they're still up and running, then awesome. They're still running. No, that's good to know. That's good to know. A bit of pressure on my knight. That's okay. I'm thinking. So obviously they want to take, and which is still fine. I'm just gonna preemptively put my king there. You know, it looks like I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So this is why king h1 was needed, because, like I said, I was gonna do this. And now my king can actually be studying in college, barely figuring out works. Right, yeah. So I don't know how is that called in English? Is that like I'm sorry, my math my English in the field of math can be very sus, but in English I would think it's called something like quadratic equations, something like that ish. I think. Wasn't it called the quadratic formula? Well, maybe. As long as I'm at least a little bit close with my English adaptation there, it's fine. I'll call that a win. 6 takes. I need to be a bit more careful about these like skewers and stuff. I wasn't sure if I want to take there, but I guess there isn't too much risk in doing so. Quadratic equation. The formula is what solves the equation. Alright, okay, fair enough. I think just blunders a rock. I'm not seeing any tricks there. Makes sense. Yeah, so I was correct in the quadratic equation call. Yeah. Oh. Good. Well, there's also the in English, I think you would how would you pronounce it? Is it the Fermat theorem? Fermat's theorem? Fermat theorem? Well, I remember something to do with if I remember correctly. Yeah. So this thing that I was telling you about how careful I need to be kind of happened, but in this case it should be okay. I think it should be okay because we can go back with the queen and then we can take the bishop with check, so it's gonna be like rook for 2 pieces, if I'm not wrong. Take, check. And then I can take with the king. I don't think that the queen check really bothers me. I don't think so. And yeah, we just, at the end of the day, we just way too much material up. We can lose this pawn, that's fine. And now we just need to not lose. Need to not lose on time. I've got my king perfectly safe in a corner. My pawn is defended by my queen. My pieces may become a bit loose. Got to watch my pieces. Attacks that pawn. Yeah, so the only counterplay that the person has got is exactly like the pawn and stuff. Just play this. Crap, I blundered my knights. He didn't see it! Didn't see it, although it may take the knight now. Didn't take the knight. Jesus, we're both playing terribly. I am kind of fading under the time pressure a little bit. Jesus Christ, 13 seconds. They're gonna be delivering a couple of checks. Also, this check, yeah, this check came in. Another check. Just gonna keep checking me, yes. It's inevitable. Check here. Okay, I'm gonna do a check. They're just wasting time, which is exactly what they should do. Exactly what they should do. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat right now. I still need to try and win this somehow. Somehow. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're gonna lose this on time again. Yeah, that's a very cheeky but a good move. Mr. Fork, I did. Let's see. Let's see where we Mr. Fork. Ah, here. Right, yeah. 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 Yeah, you see, under time pressure, not paying attention, playing like crap. There you go. But as soon as you mention it, I instantly saw it, which is exactly what happened. And if you're wondering why I'm playing so slowly and why I lose every game, that is because every stream is like that. Because I talk to people, I commentate a lot, and I get a little bit distracted. And on top of that, haven't been playing a lot of Blitz recently, been focusing on Rapid. And that switch from Rapids to Blitz is very detrimental to your Blitz. Very detrimental. So if we look at the stats, for example, they're going to be shocking. I was 2000, and then I stopped playing Blitz, rated Blitz. I still played Blitz a little bit, but unrated mostly. I haven't played Blitz for like 6 months. Would you accept Rapid? Rapid maybe a little bit too slow. Could we play like 5 minutes? Meet me halfway, okay? Not 3 minutes, not 10 minutes, but 5 minutes. Is that good enough? So I haven't played Blitz in like 6 months, and then I started playing it. Lost 300 points. Because all of this 6 months, I've been focusing on my slow game. Because I wanted to... Blitz is just a toy at the end of the day. I wanted to focus on, getting my Rapid up to speed. Which I kind of did. I got to like 2162. I wanted to improve my slow game, my Rapid, because I wanted to improve my FIDE rating, etc, etc. And I'm playing a tournament in 2 days. So there you go. Deadlock, also welcome to the chat. I'm not recognizing your nickname, my friend. Could you please tell us where you come from? Like what country? You were just chilling, like he says. I kinda am. Strongest player I ever played against. Like online or offline? Benzema is gonna earn 200 million euro per season. Per season or per year? I mean, from Tunisia. Wow, I think that's the first ever person from Tunisia. Welcome, my friend. How long have you been playing chess? Do you work? Do you study? Tell us more about yourself. I guess you've been watching my shorts, I assume. 200 million? Are you sure about that? Like, is he going to like Saudi Arabia or something? Or Qatar to play? Or China? Where is he going to play? 200 million. You sure about 200 million? How much money is that? 200 million per season. There are 52 weeks in a year. That takes us up to... Up to what? Is that a Qatari club? Is that a Qatari club? So it's going to be what? 4 million per week? Are you sure about the numbers? Like, even for... Including sponsorships, according to Romano. That's bizarre. Also, how do you know that I know stuff about football? It's kind of a random thing that you brought up. But were you really counting on me to know about that? Are you spying on me? I mean, Romano you've got to trust. Romano never talks crap. Like he says, I assume no Sunday tourney. No, because I'll still be there playing, unfortunately. We can still do a tournament, but like off stream, because I won't be able to stream. Okay, so let me challenge real quick my dear friend Tanya, who asked me for a challenge. The nickname was Deadly Zone. Challenge unrated 5 minutes. I hope she sees that. I hope she sees that. So Tunisia, Tunisia. What's the capital of Tunisia? Isn't that Tunisia as well? In English, I think, unless I am Tunis. Yeah. So the thing I'm looking like stupid is that in my native language, the name of the country and the name of the capital is the same word. It's just Tunis, right? But in English, they are different slightly. We have the country Tunisia, and we have the capital. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Tunis correctly. I challenge you, but I just get beaten up. Well, judging by how I'm playing tonight, not necessarily. Let me challenge Tanya again. Oh, sorry. No. Don't do that. That's the wrong button. Almost was looking for a rated game. Says Tanya was online 1 minute ago. Well, I hope she comes back. How do you improve at the 1400 level? Well, I have a counter question. Actually, a couple of counter questions. 1400, you mean 3-day? You mean chess.com rapid? Chess.com blitz? That's one question. And question 2, how long would you say you've been playing chess? And question 3, how old are you? Because it's also very relevant. 3 questions to answer. Rapid fire. Okay, so I hope Tanya comes back so I could challenge her again. In the meantime, let me go back to losing some more rated game. I've got a person from the Netherlands, 1730. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, I've got the typical Alekhine exchange. I guess knight B to knight G to E2 is coming. That's okay. This and F3 at some point. This is not the most orthodox. Random question, but I'll child prodigious made or born. Well, it's not about chess, is it? It's about everything in life. Like nature versus nurture, talent versus effort and hard work. And I'm not gonna just like reinvent the wheel. I'm just gonna say there are definitely some certain predispositions that we're born with that come to genetics and lots of other factors. But they only account for, I don't know, 20% of... you can see this as having a certain talent, right? Having a certain talent when trying to develop a skill is very like inheriting not a fortune, but like a fairly healthy amount of money from someone, I don't know, your grandparents. And then, you know, it's all about how you invest this money. It's all about the bishop on e3 was free. But what was it? It was. You are correct. You are correct. And I look stupid yet again. I was answering your question. So yeah, it's all about how you inherit this money, etc., etc. So I would say, again, some predisposition, sure, but at the end of the day, it's all about how you work. If I were to give a percentage, I would say talent accounts for 20 to 30% of your overall success. Maybe closer to 20%. Yeah, there you go. Why is my timer going down? I just made a move. Ah, right, 9G3. God. I was confused. I just made a move and my timer was still going down. That's because as I was replaying the game, I missed a move. I like how his timer's running while he's chilling answering questions. It's like the typical, bloody typical. It's not about practicing. It's about the quality of the practice. I mean, yeah, sure, that you can take that into account as well. You can. Like, quantity versus quality, absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a whole bucket load of exchanges now. A bucket load of exchanges. What, the Queen H4 now? No, this also works, I suppose. Kind of. But yeah, Deadlock, I know this is your first time. By the way, congratulations, first time seeing me stream and stuff. If that is even worth congratulating on. but yeah, this is how it usually goes. I get tons of questions from people. I focus on them more so than I focus on the gameplay. Then I lose every single game on time. Success, profit. And I don't mind that at all. I find talking to people and answering people's questions much more entertaining than playing decent chess, which something that may not necessarily be able to do, even if I wanted to. All right, got a pawn. I got a pawn for our suffering. Push the king up. Push the king up. Play this. Pushing the king up doesn't seem to be a healthy approach any longer. Okay, now I kind of have to. I want to protect that extra pawn. Try and hold on to it somewhat. Does this check have any merits? Probably not. 18 seconds. Again, down like a full half a minute. Good stuff, good stuff. Takes with pawn. Okay, change of plan. I wanted to mount my knights on that square, but unfortunately I can't do it. Because it's occupied by a pawn. My knights are very good at defending each other. That's nice. That's nice. 8 seconds left. Not great. What, repetition? I can settle for that. Alright, I'm gonna hit you with the 3 answers to some questions you asked a while ago. Okay, so... What 3 questions? 3 questions that I asked another person. That I asked a Deadlock. By the way, Deadlock, I'm still waiting for your answers to my 3 questions. If you want to know how to improve at the 1400 level. Lebanon, 1691. There we go. Declining my Smith Mura. Impolite. Maybe accept now. Yes! Transposition is great. Transposition is awesome. We'll see, we'll see. So is it gonna... What, are they trying to play the Siberian or something? Okay, probably not anymore. Okay. I'm gonna punish him. Which one do I play first? Bishop 3 or Rook B1? Play Bishop B3 first. I wanna punish that insolence. Oh yeah, that's why I should have played Rook B1. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Like, what? Should have played Rook D1 so that this doesn't happen. I had a lot of faith in my bishop. Now it's gone. Very sad. My other message didn't get sent, I think. Probably because I didn't see it. I did not see it. Whatever that was supposed to say. I don't know if that's a good idea to be opening your kingdom so much. Can I challenge you? Hi, is it supposed to be like Naruto Uzumaki, but instead some... yes, of course, you can challenge me. Do you see my messages? Deadlock, I'm sorry, I haven't seen anything. So if you answered them and I didn't see them, maybe just copy paste them and resend them, because honestly, I haven't seen anything maybe with regards to my questions. I replied twice. I apologize. I literally did not see anything. Probably my chat got stuck or something. I apologize. Could you please like resend them? Just like copy paste and resend. How did you fall in love with chess? This is a story that I've told a few times now to people, you know, like who ask me. I started playing chess when I was 20, which is not usually an age you want to start playing chess at. Let's be real. It's kind of late. Also, this was a decent move. I still may play. I started. Oh, okay. I started playing chess at 20 because at that time I was about to graduate from university, and I felt like when I do, I will need to fill the hole left by, you know, not having to study anymore, right? Because university was taking a lot of my time, naturally. And I felt like I needed something after that. I needed a hobby. And of course, after university, I would ultimately have to go to work as well. But, you know, work ain't gonna cut it. Work ain't gonna cut it. So I wanted to find a hobby, and I thought about what I can do, and I just stumbled upon chess. I thought, you know, that might be something that I might like. And I started playing chess, and I, like you put it yourself, I kind of fell in love with it. I liked the game a lot. I always knew how to play chess. I always knew the rules and such. But, you know, started seriously playing at 20 years old. So, yes. Deadlock answers my questions. Finally, I can see the answers. Thank you very much. So almost 17, almost 2 years now. So it's only the last couple of months. Okay. And with regards to, we could take right. With regards to your rating, what kind of rating is that? Is that like Rapid or Blitz or like FIDE 1400 maybe? Unlikely FIDE, but maybe, who knows? This fork I missed. This fork I missed. We should still be fine. We should still be fine. So we've got an outside passed pawn, and we're going to use it. We are terribly down on time now. Nothing new. Okay. We're going to use the outside passed pawn as a distraction for our opponent, so that pieces get dragged towards that passed pawn and stop. And then later on, we'll be able to capitalize on the fact that, you know, the king is gone and I've got this. Yeah, 9 seconds though. 9 seconds. I've got 2 connected passes. Will that be enough? Hopefully. 6 seconds. 4 seconds. Get the rook away from trouble, not let the king in. 3 seconds. pins me, that's fine. Pre-move promotion. Where's the king going now? Ah! Come on, that's one move I was hoping he ain't gonna make. Ah, Jesus Christ, that was the only move I was hoping he ain't gonna make. Why would you go there? In my mind, let me tell you. So he had 3 moves, right? Like, you don't want to play King D5. I was hoping he wouldn't play King D5, because if you play King D5, I can just like skewer and win the rook. I was hoping that he would play King D6, for example, right? Like, King D5, it's silly, but it doesn't make sense, but he did it, and yeah. Rapid and Blitz. Did you seriously play after the boom in 2020? No, I started playing seriously before that. The boom in 2020, I played pre-COVID. Like, no, it was way before that. I'm gonna answer your question, Deadlock, in a second. If we go to like all-time stats, you see my account is dated back to spring of 2019. Blundered to win. Probably gonna win anyway, on time. So you see, my account dates back to spring of 2019. Which is more or less 4 years ago, right? So yeah, about improving at 1400, I would say of course it depends on what area of the game you think you are strongest at. But if you, first of all, if you haven't looked into endgames too much yet, then I strongly recommend you improve your endgames. Boo! Ah! You scared me again. Every time you come into stream, you scare me like, and I have to change my like underwear all the time. What's the discussion topic? The topic of discussion is how to improve at 1400. I think endgames is a very interesting topic because I would say a lot of players at that level of 1400 still don't get into endgames too much. And I think a lot of the time it can be the difference between winning and losing, because at the 1400 level, more games than on a level below tend to go into the endgame. Not saying a lot of them, but more. Thus, more of your results depend on the outcome of the endgames. Thus, the more knowledge you've got about the endgames, and the more times you have more knowledge than your opponent in the endgames, then yeah, you're going to be winning more games. However, if you say, I actually have studied endgames quite a lot, so you know, endgames tends to be actually the strongest area of mine, which can happen, although rare, then concentrate on something else. Concentrate on the openings, on the middle games. A lot of people say that openings don't matter. Like, a lot of people have this dogma that, you know, don't bother studying openings until you reach 2000 or something like that. Something radical like that. I strongly disagree. Openings are very important at practically any level. And I've said this many times. For example, in my personal experience, I can give you a very simple example, which hopefully you can relate to. I was 1600 some time ago, right? I was 1600. And then I played a couple of games well. I improved my rating to 1800 very, very quickly, right? At the 1600 level, where I just was, my knowledge of openings was, let's just say, for example's sake, 8 moves. 8 opening moves for all of the openings I play, I know perfectly well, right? And knowing that at the 1600 level is just enough. However, when I reached 1800, very quickly, my opponents started punishing me at the 9th move that I was making inaccurately. My opponents started outplaying me in the openings. That's why I need to go a step above my normal opening preparation for it to be valid against the 1800s. You go farther, you go move farther, 2 moves farther, you go study 9th moves, 10 moves, etc, etc. And yeah, basically people who say the openings don't matter, they have a point, but sometimes people misunderstand them. Sometimes people, when they hear openings don't really matter until 2000, they think, oh, I don't study openings then, which isn't the case. And yeah, also I have a recommendation for you. If you want to improve your middle games, if you are a book person, then you might want to get into some books. Oh, hi gaming guy. It is possible that you can play me, very, very possible. I play literally everyone. Where do you come from, my friend? What country, etc, etc. I find a lot of middle game books very useful, and people in the chat will know it. I am from Germany. Hallo dann. Herzlich willkommen zum Stream. Aus welchem Bundesland kommst du? And yeah, some people in the chat know about books like Amateur's Mind by Jeremy Silman, I recommend all the time. Understanding Middle Games by John Nunn, I recommend all the time. And, you know, Under the Surface by Jan Marcos, I recommend all the time. So, yeah. You're from Bayern. Nice. From München, maybe? So, yeah, I hope I answered your question, Deadlock. I hope. If you have any specific, other specific questions, then, you know, feel free to ask them as well. But yeah, in Germany we call it Bayern. Yeah, like I said, Bayern. Did I say Bayern? I think I did. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know that lots of the things that I said were quite generic, but you know, it's all very individual, and I just, you know, if that helped at least somewhat, then sure. Can you play some Bullet? Hi Javon. I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna proper suck. Gaming guy, by the way, if you want to play with me, just let me know your chess.com nickname, and I'm gonna challenge you, no problem. Alright, there you go, playing some Bullet. I'm gonna have to speak less if you want to win. Some take, funny. Sorry, I'm not gonna speak that much because, you know, I'm playing Bullet. I'm trying to concentrate a little bit, so people actually know that I'm not that slow. This is very cheap. That's a very cheap way to try and win against me! So very cheap. Don't like it. Should be okay. With 2 pawns up, doesn't look like there are any tricks, but of course this is Bullet. There are always tricks. Yeah, my rook is defending, so that's okay. My rook is defending, so that's okay. I don't think that works. I didn't hear you say buy and skip 10 seconds. No problem. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. Why don't you actually have a look at the Deadlock's account? Because I don't know what Deadlock's account is. I'm gonna leave because I'm tired. Lecky's tired of talking to me. No. And then give some feedback. That's a valid point. I mean, it's just that I was. I'm sure. Yeah, bye, Lecky. Bye. Have a good one. Have a good rest. It's sorry, I didn't realize it was you, Vidabit, because you know we played. I think we played against each other before, at least in a tournament. You could ask Deadlocks if you're willing to. Nah, you're just being passive aggressive to me. Yeah. No, I understand. Like, yeah, sure, I could have done that. I think like we played against each other surely. I can't hear the stream. I was playing against you. No problem. No problem. 5 minutes. How am I being passive aggressive? Nah, I'm kidding. You're just trying to give me healthy recommendations. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. I just hope that the surface level recommendations I've provided without looking at his account are also gonna suffice. Some middle game knowledge, so pretty good at planning. Don't understand conditions I get. In that case, oh, Jesus Christ! I just got God, I got distracted. Not that I got distracted by anything specific. I was just in my headspace there. Jesus. Like. You take here first, and then you... I messed up the move order. Strongest play played... This is awful. This is awful. This game out the window. Again, people in the chat will know about that. I strongly recommend, if you want some middle game guidance, I strongly recommend you to at least try the book by Jeremy Silman called Amateur's Mind. I think it is poised perfectly for your level, which is 1400, and it literally, like the entire book, is literally Jeremy talking to his students who are around your level, most of them, and literally the conversations that they have are in the book. So like Jeremy asks them, okay, so why in this position you decided this and this was good? And they give replies. And wow, this is what do I do there? Yeah, this is a shockingly bad move. Vidabit is not going to be happy about that. Yeah, but this game is out the window as soon as I messed up the move order. So it's going to be very helpful because people are actually talking through their thought processes, and you can relate to that thought process, and you get a lot. So strongest play I've ever played against OTB and online. Against online, I played against Ben a lot of times. Ben Feingold. I even beat him once. Called Ben Cold. Hangs at beats. What's going on? Can I have a rematch? Even if I take the bishop, that's plus 10 points in 2. Also, this wins my queen. Yeah. The dethrone. Can I resign and rematch or something? Now, this game, I was just yeah. Now let's focus. Let's actually not play the wrong bloody move in the opening. Like this is the Smith Moore. This is my signature opening, and I played it hundreds of times. This variation also, but the move order just bottled it. Distraction dance actually may help. Let's concentrate. I don't want Vidabit like to win me, to beat me twice for no reason. I managed to play Bravin Thipse in Bullet once. I don't know that name. It's not ringing any bells. I always lose playing the Alekine. Alekine! Meta S tier opening confirmed then. Yeah, I think Alekine is quite underrated. Well, I hope that playing against it, because if you play it and you lose all the time, that's not very good, is it? I don't think you should be playing. Alekine is a hard opening to play thing. Just a human, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? As black. Ah, okay, so you actually lose playing the Alekine all the time. Aww. And you know. That's a shame. That's a shame. Alekine. Alekine's suspicious opening. I don't know, let's play here. Very unpopular because of a specific line. I have trouble with lack of space at other developments. I think Karo is good. Karo is good at any level. Karo is good at any level. Maybe not the most. Like, there is a bit of a paradox in it. I think because Karo is so good, it's not the best thing to play if you play for a win. Does that make sense? Because it's so solid. Because it's so solid, it's not the best for imbalancing stuff and playing for a win. Like, I know I'm gonna get slaughtered by you people in the stream right now. I know, but I think you know, if you want to play for a win, Alekine is the better choice than Caracan, because Alekine is objectively a worse opening than Caracan, actually by like a few levels, but Alekine makes the positions imbalanced, and imbalance is the single most important thing when it comes to playing for a win. You're not gonna win if the position is like all zeros. You are going to win, maybe, sometimes, if the position is imbalanced. And you're actually worse, but then you use some sort of imbalance to get yourself into a better position and win. If that makes sense. But yeah, like, Alekine is an unnatural open, people say. It's a hyper modern opening. It's a hyper modern opening. Funny position, this one. Maybe that can actually be drawn. I don't think so, but we can try. We can try. Just gonna push all the pawns on the black. Oh, sorry, on the light squares. Like the death of me. Like if I was just a pawn down on this side, it wouldn't be that bad. But the problem is I'm 2 pawns down, and yeah, gotta be a bit more difficult. Play the cow. Ah, is that like a meme opening that that Cramling invented, kind of? Yeah, I heard of that. Yeah, with this. You got pets, not in the. Look, I kid you not. This is like a draw. This is like an actual draw. I'll actually be able to win now. Maybe. It's just like this is like how to turn endgames into a nightmare 101. Lecky is back. Nice. Nice. Are you still tired? Just came back from karting. That's brilliant. That's awesome. Sorry, I'm a little bit concentrated. A little bit concentrated. Just, yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way to win because of where my king is. Except draw. I'll think about it. And it's probably a draw. I'm just thinking of some funny things I can do. Yeah, this is a draw. Yeah, this is a draw. Yeah, actually, I think it can be a very. I was winning. Yeah, I told you I was winning. I messed this up, didn't I? King takes b2. I'm still winning. Ah, right. Yeah, it was just wants me to play the so like we're not allowing. We're not. I win easily if I just play this and I not allow the king in. Yeah, I just messed this up. But it's funny. Sacrifice the bishop of that pawn. I was looking at it. and it didn't work. Like I can't do it. I know what you're talking about. Like you're talking about this one probably, right? So because at the end of that sequence, the bishop comes in to control that square, and I'm actually losing. So let's say this happens. Right, I takes king, this, and then this, and it's not looking very good for me, is it? It's not looking very good for me. What about bishop takes pawn? That's still not good. So like, yeah, this doesn't work. This also like this is even better. Can you play king a1? Sorry, too many questions. I'm loving it. I need to process them all. Like Deadlock had a question. I'm sorry. I will get to everything. Can you play king a1, king a2 before that sequence, so you risk getting checkmated? So you mean, like play here first, but no, there is no checkmate. There is no checkmate, but it doesn't help because regardless of where my king is, I understand the idea, but regardless of where the king is, like it's all about that bishop ultimately getting control of a1. If the king on a1 doesn't help me, so like I don't know, you just go here. Okay, for the sake of the example, we I don't know, we go here, and then here, and then we still ignore it, and then we take, and then takes, and then like I still need to go away from that square. And yeah, so we can take that pawn, and this doesn't help. I hope you see my point. Oh, okay. So, can you explain moves like h4 or a4? I know the question is stupid. No, it's not. Some of the place thing that pawn. That's a very deep question. That is a very deep question, and it's a very interesting one. By no means stupid. Well, that's actually, I may want to do something like this. What a game. Chessie wants to play a game as well. So many people wanting to play with me. And so many people asking questions. Just bear with me, please. One thing at a time. So, where do I begin? You're just so cool. Come on. Don't do that. So, A4, H4. Ideas might be different depending on an opening, but for example, the most basic example is playing against the Fianchetto structure, for instance. So if I was just offering to prep for the tourney, I have no problem just listening in the background. Alright, yeah, like I said, I'm not really prepping for the tournament, I'm just chilling. So like, I don't think I really can play serious games tonight. So, pushing the flank pawns, for example, are some of the most basic principles when fighting against the Fianchetto structure, right? So, what are the reasons people push the H pawn or the A pawn respectively is that they want to attack the obvious target of the Fianchetto structure. That's one thing. But let's say there are no Fianchettos, there is just a simple position. The reason why let me just, I know it takes me a bit of time to answer this, but I want to play out a position. In the Alakan is the easiest thing to do. Just takes, you know, knight there, castle, rook there, for example, bishop there. I'm gonna get there very soon. Bishop f6, something like this. So you want to play at some point a move like a5 for black. Is this a b3 to like secure this pawn, and you want to play a move like a5 in this specific position, for example, is because you are trying to target the b3 pawn and you are trying to undermine the queen side a little bit. If, I don't know, rook c1, trying to get out from that nasty diagonal, a4, and let's say, for example, we achieve what we want. It's not the best thing for white to do, but let's say they take. It might seem like the pawn we just gave away for nothing, because two people defending, two people attacking. But what we have achieved as black is that we got a semi-open file to work with. We have ruined the pawn structure a little bit, and ultimately the engine is going to say that this position is like a little bit better for white, but mostly equal, even though we are down a pawn. If they don't take, let's say they move it like this, right? This is, well, it just hangs a pawn. It's not going to do that. Go back. Let's say they're going to do something else. Let's say queen d2, and then we take, and then again. This position is slightly worse than the one that I was showing you where here. Slightly worse, maybe. This is better than this, although in this position the material is equal. However, the ideas are kind of still the same. Flank pawns are very often pushed so that we try and get a semi-open file. If the pawns do exchange. If they don't exchange, sometimes, let's just say, let's just say none of this happened. Something like this, and a move like this. Not the best move in this position, but now that the both pawns are past the b4 square, we can, for example, launch a knight there, and a5 is now a very good outpost for that knight. Conversely, you could say that b5 is a decent outpost for this knight. However, the difference is we can push it away with c6. So it's just so many ideas arising of so many openings. Sometimes it is to compromise a pawn structure. Sometimes it is to get a semi-open file. Sometimes it is to push the pawn far enough so you can place a knight or a bishop there. Like, there are so many ideas. There are so many ideas that I can just, you know, tell you. And show the Tal. It's like the Tal variation of the Caro-Kann. I'm not overly familiar with it because I don't play the Tal against the Caro-Kann. Yeah. And I also wanted to say something again. When you push a flank pawn, you also need to be very careful as to what you leave behind, and this is honestly like true for any pawn. Also true for any pawn, because for example, here, because we pushed the pawn to a5, we have weakened the b5 square, and if that pawn were to move forward as well, we are basically creating a massive gapping hole on b5. Every pawn move weakens a square. That is correct. That is correct. You just need to make sure that your weaknesses are not as weak as your opponent's weaknesses are. Just so many deep ideas. So many of them. So many. And it's just going to depend on the opening, really. I hope that at least somewhat answers your question. Sorry, let me just catch up again. So I live in Poznań, which is a decently sized Polish city, and I like it. I live alone. I live in a very small place. Literally can just like, it's like 20 square meters. It's just like a one room thing. And this is a little too complicated for my dumb 1200 brain. No, it's not. It's actually, no, it's not that complicated. I don't think so. It's about long-term thinking, right? And you'll get there. I'm not there myself, but you know, I have an idea. About it. So yeah, I hope that helps at least a little bit in answering your question. Okay. I went off on a tangent there. Rematch Vidabit or play the other guy. Okay, so Chessy wanted to play. Just the Human wanted to play. Anything else? Alright, so I'm gonna, I enjoyed playing Vidabit a lot. I'm gonna play them again, but next stream. And no, next week basically, because I'm not gonna stream anymore next week. I'm leaving tomorrow. But yeah, I can play Chessy once. I can play Just a Human once. And you know, that's just where we're gonna wrap up the stream, I think. So if you guys are still up for those games, then you know, let me know. Leaving to where? Literally read the bloody stream title. Literally says I'm going to play in a big tournament. Yes, Just a Human. Please remind me your chess.com nickname, so that I can challenge you. Practically speaking, is the Polish Football League good? I don't follow it. So like the extra Liga, I don't follow it. It's like comparing to like the top 5 leagues. It's not supposed to be very good. But actually, the local team Lech Poznań won the Polish league last year, and they qualified for the UEFA Conference League, and they got to the quarterfinals of the Conference League this year. Right now I'm playing a game, almost finished. No problem, I'm gonna wait. When are you coming back? I'm coming back late night Sunday. Late night Sunday. So, yes. I have an ice in the center. I'm gonna convert to... Why does chess have to be hard? Bruh. Man, everything good in life is hard. What's the tournament called? Actually a funny thing. The tournament is called Spring in Krakow, because Krakow is where the tournament is taking place. And I'm thinking to myself, mate, why is it called Spring in Krakow if it takes place in June? June is already summer. Like, what? But yeah, that's a little bit of a weird thing. It is correct, it is Lewandowski's former club, but no, it does not dominate. Like, it won the league last year, but it hadn't been winning leagues before that, and this year they also didn't win the league, they finished 3rd. And they were not even close to winning the league, they were like 15 points behind the first one. So yeah, about trying to achieve progress, let's actually watch what Just the Human is doing on this side. That's a funny nickname. Most of you guys, if not all of you, will not be able to tell, because this is basically Russian words, but transliterated in like Latin alphabet. And they it means that this guy is says very good. It says very cold. It says very cold. This nickname literally says very cold. It could be either I am very cold, or could be just it is very cold in general. Blondie is just staring at chat cold-blooded. Yeah, that's what he does. Good luck. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will do my best. I will do my best. Maybe he's very cold because of living in North Russia. Yeah, probably. Living in Murmansk is not a... I mean, there are colder places than Murmansk, to be honest. And use Blondie to attack your opponent. I don't think anyone will be intimidated by Blondie. Yeah, Deadlock, I completely understand what you talk about, and sometimes everyone struggles with that from time to time, having a good position and then failing to convert it. But you know, the most general advice I can give is that when, after the opening, let's say you played about 10 to 15 moves, and you feel like you're better, right? You feel like you've got more space, or you're more developed, you feel it, you can smell it. Focus really hard, like focus proper hard, on identifying a specific weakness that you can exploit. And it doesn't even have to be like a weak piece that you can attack like multiple times, although it can be. Try thinking more in terms of weak squares. Like, if you have more space, that usually means that your pawns are more advanced, for example, and that usually comes with pawns controlling some juicy squares in your opponent's territory, right? For example. And once you've done that, once you identified that square, try to find a creative yet natural way of putting, let's say, most likely a knight on that square, right? Because knights are very good when they are on the 5th and on the 6th ranks, for example. Like, if you have a pawn on e5, and if you can place a knight on d6, orgasmic. Orgasmic. If the pawn is still strong, and if there is nothing that can contest the knight very easily. Right? So... very easy to pirate. I should not have said that. Yeah, going to prison for pirating. Oh god. No. No. Do you need to write your game notations down in the Tourney? Yes, yes, you do. You do. You do. Because it's like a classical game, you do. Yes. And I hope they don't find out other media I pirated. Yeah. Pirating. Not good. Not good. Disapproving. Disapproving. Not that I would share. No, no, not at all. In any tournament or X-Clams tournament. In my tournament, I assume. Generally, it's a good idea. It's a cheeky move. It's a cheeky move that just a human played. Don't know if they played it intentionally. I would never share legal talk if book about becoming friends. That's funny. That is funny. It's a bit cheeky. It's a little bit cheeky. So like the problem that takes pawn. The problem with me taking the bishop, for example, is of course rook takes mate. Of course, knight blocked and mate. If I take the rook first, rook retakes, and this is the still same problem. So I can't really take the bishop, even though it's like 3. So there you go. Now, however, it is a slightly different story. Now, however, it is a slightly different story. So yeah, this is a little bit sus, but it's okay. I've got more active pieces. Activity above all. I've got very nice, very nice pieces. I mean, this bishop is also quite nice, not gonna lie. But if the bishop takes the pawn, this bishop doesn't have many targets. We'll have to reroute to some other square to be efficient again. You see, I don't want to diss just the human too much or his position, but this bishop on f6, it looks really sexy, right? It looks like, oh, so great, because it's placed on this longest diagonal, and it's amazing. It's like open field. But in reality, yeah, you take the pawn and stuff, which did happen. But apart from that, this bishop may not be as good as it looks. May not be as good as it looks. Especially if I manage to like put my pieces like in here, like in this sort of zone, in this zone, where this bishop is rather irrelevant to the position, if you see what I'm saying. Sometimes when you're staring at nothing, you're literally staring at nothing. So, yeah. Sometimes pieces are deceptive in how effective they are. Sometimes. Did you say the best chess game I've ever played? I don't have any good chess games now. all my chess games are bad. All of them are terrible. Really terrible. But if you're talking about like online or offline, like all offline games I play in major tournaments, I have all the notations. I have them like in the corner there in a bag. Not literally like in a bag full of paper, but like in a folder. But yeah, notations offline major tournaments, I have them all. Online games that I consider like great or brilliant by myself, nah, I don't like mark them or save them or anything. I don't tend to do that. So like if you were to ask me like show me the best chess.com game you think you ever played, I won't be able to do that. I simply will not be able to do that. What's that about? I was thinking where to place my bishop. Or should I play just a cheeky move? Do I play a cheeky move or like a normal move? Let's play cheeky. Fine. Let's play a cheeky one. Goes back. Okay. I probably can. So we've got an outside passed pawn, which is our extra pawn, which is something that may or may not be good enough to win. We need to see about that. Actually, I could have bottled it. And the people who followed me, sorry, the people who followed and donated last will now be multiplied. Because nothing will ever change. Yeah, kind of. Endgame masterclass incoming. Endgame is not my strongest suit, but I would never share where I got the PDF from. Yeah, of course. Now, we already know how unsus you are. Yeah, we get it. You are very, very unsus. Yeah, more like endgame disaster class, am I right? Yeah. The link didn't get through again. No. I at some point I need to stop exchanging pawns. I think this is a good point to do that. I need to like FBI, open up! Looks like this game is going to be decided on time, more than anything, really. Looks like it. Gotta be careful. This king could get a bit suspicious. Did you just admit? No, never admits to anything. This is gonna be like the ultimate flagging experience, but bad. Takes pawn. No. Yeah, this was a crap game. It was a very cheap. It was a very cheap way to win. Like this is just horrible. But yeah, I feel bad. A win is a win in my book. It is, but yeah. I played really bad that game. It's just a time situation. That's all. All right, people. That I think I just need to retire from chess. A win is unheard of in my book. God damn it! How about some positivity? All right, people. I am very, very grateful for all of you coming in, and it's been a hell of fun. Interacting with you. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. Do you stream every day? I don't. I stream usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. But I am leaving for a big tournament tomorrow. That means GG, just a human. What do you work as? So many questions. I work as a, let's call it very generically, marketing specialist. I can talk more in the next stream if you want. But yes. There will not be streams on Thursday and on Sunday. Next stream is next Tuesday, so in a week's time, same time, or 5 p.m. UTC. In the meantime, feel free to 1. Join our Discord. Link is in the description. That is the best way to catch up with me and everyone else in the community. 2. If you feel like it, I do encourage you to leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, because for a small content creator like me, it really helps. Every like counts. 5, 6, 7, 8 likes, everyone counts. So if you enjoyed the experience, just leave a like, please. And 3rd, feel free to watch some of my videos in my absence, short form, long form, whatever. One you can find also in the description about the shortest, the quickest possible stalemate. Thank you, by the way, thank you for all the best wishes for the tournaments. And yes, I will share my tournament games. I will, I promise. And yeah, thank you very much, people, to all of my unintentional gambiteers. Have a good one. Enjoy your time. See ya. Talk to ya. Bye bye.